So welcome everybody. Welcome to our Baby Boomers event. My name is Henarira and I am a wife and mother of 5 children, and I will be hosting this event tonight, but I'll be joined by some wonderful friends. And so tonight we're about to share with you something that may interest you, that may resonate with you. And what we are going to share with you is you're going to be hearing stories from people who have found a community of like-minded individuals and are connecting online and out in the community to help others create healthy cultures and create a lifestyle as well. So this event is for baby boomers and who are ready to create an inspiring life for themselves by just sharing, talking to people and connecting with people. Tonight we have participants that will be like I said, they'll be sharing some pretty cool stories, and we're grateful to have you on either live here or if you're watching this recording. So we're grateful to have you watch this here. So they've found that a key to living a prosperous life begins with our health. And studies have shown that a diet of fruits and vegetables have the ability to lower certain things. They have the ability to lower blood pressure, reduce the risk of heart disease and stroke, to prevent types of cancer. Fruits and vegetables also lower the risk, and we're talking fresh fruits and vegetables, lower the risk of eye and digestive problems. And also, they have a positive effect on our blood sugar, which can help us keep our appetite in check. And so eating a variety of fruits and vegetables and different colours can help achieve these needs in our bodies. And whilst I'm not a baby boomer, my father and mother are, and this has become very personal for me because my father passed away when he was actually younger than I am now. He was 42, and he and his 2 sisters passed away from the same cancer. Very young for my liking, but that put me on this journey of discovery, and I discovered a while ago the power of raw fruits and vegetables. And so, you know, it takes me back to thinking, what if I had this? I do believe too there is a time for us to go, but I keep thinking, you know, this is something, what we are going to share with you tonight, that has the ability to change and has changed a lot of lives. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pass the time over to Mandy, who's going to share a little bit about what has got us all excited. Hello, Mandy.
Hi, Kate. Sorry, guys. There we go. So I'm not looking at myself. Welcome, everybody. Like Kate said, there is something that has really got us all excited, and especially when it comes to our health and improving it. I'd just like to share a little bit about my story. My journey began almost 12 months ago. I was recovering from losing a kidney, and I had a problem with iron deficiency, and it's something that I've had for a very long time. So I was looking to improve my health from the inside out, and I came across these products here, and this is the products that H was talking about. These are our fruits, vegetables and berries in a capsule. So I started taking these products. and within about 5 months, my iron deficiency was no longer there. So I'll share with you now a little bit about these products. So within these, we have about 30 different fruits, vegetables and berries. And to be honest, there is no way I could eat that amount of fruits, vegetables and berries in a day. Even with my 10 children and my husband, there's just no way it could happen. So the amazing thing is, though, with these fruits and vegetables and berries, that they're all picked at the peak time of their ripeness, and they're taken then straight and they're juiced, and all the sugar and the water is removed from them. And so then what is left is it's dehydrated at a very low rate, so none of the nutrients or goodness from the fruit is lost. So then after being dried, it's then powdered and put into these amazing little capsules that we can take daily to bridge the gap between what we do eat and what we should be eating, because I think it's something like between 5 and 9 serves of fruit and vegetables that we should be eating a day. And we know that the quality of the fruit and vegetables is not the same as it was when my grandparents were growing up as young people. So that's the first product we have. And then the next product I'd like to share with you is our plant-based, sorry, bit of a reflection there off the lamp. These are our plant-based protein powders, and they come in 2 flavors. We have Dutch chocolate, which is great for those chocolate fixes that we want to get rid of, and the French vanilla. So these contain these are vegan, and they contain the macronutrients, and there's vitamin D in there as well. As we all know, that vitamin D is a huge deficiency that people suffer from now. So I'll just read just a little bit. There's chickpea powder, there's pea protein, rice protein, there's sprout blend, there's pea protein, broccoli, alfalfa sprouts, radish sprouts. So you can see that it's all just plant-based, and they're really good for us. And they make some beautiful smoothies, and there's all sorts of different recipes that we can use just with these products. And I have to say that my kids love these, and I have to keep them out of their reach, otherwise I wouldn't have any around. And along with those 2 products, the kids are provided for as well. I know this is a Baby Boomers product, but event tonight, but I thought what a great way for grandparents to be able to look after the health of their children is by providing these chews. So they have the vegetables and the fruits, and they're just a little gummy, just like a little lolly. Sorry, can you see that? That's one of the vegetable ones, and so the children can get the same nutrients as we do from the fruits and vegetables and the berries. So and the children can actually eat theirs for free, which we can talk about later. So along with the products, we also have a great support system. We have what we call the Juicy Body Transformation, which is just a program which has been compiled by Kira Westwick. And she was, I think, she was on the MasterChef 2004, I think it was. But she's provided a guide that helps us to support our healthy eating by providing more plant-based recipes. Sorry, I'm just flicking over to my notes. Okay, so and along with this program, there's always the support of those who introduce you to the product, and I think there's a group of like a couple thousand people, so there's always the support that you need to be able to continue or to start a healthy, balanced eating habit. So that's our lovely product, H, and I'll hand back to you.
Thanks, Mandy. Okay, so the power of what we're talking about tonight, actually, and you've already heard Mandy's story, comes from our stories, and you're going to hear some stories tonight. I'm going to pass the time over now to Linda, who is going to share her story. So, hello, Linda.
Hi, Henrietta. Hi, ladies. How are you all? I have been using the products now for about 8 months. I started on the capsules, is what I was first introduced to. And I have to confess, I was a bit of a skeptic. I thought, well, the stories could well be a bit more exaggerated. Maybe, they weren't really doing for people what they said they were doing. But I noticed after about a couple of weeks only that I had a lot more energy, and I was coming out of a period of profound depression and some anxiety to the extent where I couldn't even leave the house to go out to the clothesline in the backyard. So for me to feel positive, to have energy and to be motivated to do things was just the most fabulous thing. I found that I didn't think twice about jumping in my car just to go to the shop or down the street to meet people. It was amazing. So having been on them now for about 8 months, the energy is still there. I was so impressed with the energy alone that I was sleeping better, because I don't know if you've had depression, but you tend to not sleep very well. And so it's really difficult to drag yourself out of bed in the morning. Sometimes you don't manage to do that. But anyway, I was so impressed with just that much that I joined the company and started wanting to share my story and tell other people my success. But in these intervening months, I have found that I have much better mobility. I have osteoarthritis in my feet, in my hips, in my lower back, my neck. For the past couple of years, I've been using a walking stick if I've had to go anywhere long distance. And I mean, that means a 10-minute walk. That's a long distance for me these days. But now I find that I'm not using my walking stick at all, and I'm not getting any joint pain. I'm not getting any pain in my lower back. The inflammation from the osteoarthritis has been reduced, and so that's reducing the pain. So I'm sleeping much better. I've got much better energy, motivation, much more positive. My moods are better. I have better mobility. So all of those things have just been life-changing. I won't be going off these capsules. I am a baby boomer. I have 4 grown children. I have got 3, almost 5 grandchildren. Got 2 grandchildren due in the next few weeks. I get the free choose for one of my granddaughters who's almost 4. So I use my purchase to help her. And that's been really good for her. So far, since she's been on the chew, she hasn't had a bad cold. And she was forever off to the doctors, because she goes to daycare. She was forever off to the doctors with, the snotty nose and the cough and the sore throat and tonsillitis. I kept bemoaning, not antibiotics again, can't they do something else? So I've get the chews for her, and I've given them to her, and tell mum and dad to please give her these every day and make sure she has them, because she just loves them anyway, so it's not a hassle to get them to her. And so far, since she's been on them, a rash that she had on her skin has cleared up, and she hasn't had any colds to speak of yet. Yes, she's had snotty noses, but they haven't developed. She hasn't been back to the doctor and been on antibiotics again. So that's 2 wins as far as I'm concerned. I've got my husband on them now, and I'm really loving being a part of this business and being able to share the story and share the successes, and watching other people benefit from the improvements in their health and wellness that they are achieving with these products. Just fantastic. Highly recommended. Thanks, H.
Thank you. Thanks, Linda, for that. Beautiful, beautiful stories. We have another story. Holly is going to share her story with us tonight. So thanks so much again for that, Linda. And I'm going to pass the time now over to Holly. Hey, Holly.
Hi, guys. Hi. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, so I have been on the products for about 3.5 months now. I started on them because I saw a post and it really resonated with me. I was feeling really low in energy. Every afternoon I'd come home from work and I'd have a little nana nap on the couch, tell the kids in about an hour wake me up, and it would always make me feel worse. I'd have energy lows in the afternoon. I was tired, unfit, had low energy. My iron levels were terrible, poor sleep. So I was just really looking for something that would help me with that. I was also injured. So I had torn my rotator cuff in October of last year, and was actually due to have surgery in March, just gone. But after 2 weeks on the products, I was able to cancel my surgery. The natural anti-inflammatory properties of the products ensured that my injury was okay. I feel like I should say healed, but I was basically like no longer on my anti-inflammatories, no longer on my pain relief. I rang my surgeon and cancelled my surgery, and I was just I've just had so much energy. I've been able to sleep better at night. The increased energy has meant that I've been able to make myself available for more. My life is crazy busy anyway, but just I've been able to do more. I've also started going to boot camp. I would never have even thought of boot camp before, even though I'm not a baby boomer. I do have others in my family. My mum, she's on the products as well, and my grandparents are actually looking at starting on the products as we speak, because they've seen the improvement in not only myself but in mum as well. So yeah, I'm excited. I love Juice Plus. Yeah, so that's my story. Thanks.
Thank you so much for that, Holly. This is just about wonderful stories, and I'm really grateful for those who have shared. I just quickly, I have a friend, her father went on the products and he is diabetic. He was having a nurse come in every day, and it must have been about the second, third week, she pretty much accused him of watering down his wee, because that's what she thought had happened because of the improvement in his wee, because of course, as you know, as a diabetic, that kind of happens at start. But there are some great stories. Now we're going to change it up a little. There is a business attached to this, which is what has us excited doubly, because we actually get to share the product, talk about the product as we use the product with people. And I'm going to pass the time now over to Mel, who is going to share a little bit about how this business works and what we do. So, hey Mel from Canberra.
Hi guys. Hi guys. My name's Mel. It's pretty cold here at the moment though, as you can imagine. So I've been in the business for close to 4 months, and I absolutely love it. So I work 7 days a week. So it's, as you can imagine, it's quite tiring. And so I just always thought to myself, surely there must be more to life than this. And then, so I was scrolling across Facebook one day, and I saw this incredible post from Jim Miner, and I just thought, wow, how incredible it would be to join such a thing. So she answered all my questions, and I joined straight away, really. I got into the product, and I've never looked back. So as you can imagine, when you work 7 days a week, you kind of just, your brain is just everywhere all the time. You've got constant brain fog. You've got no idea what you're meant to actually be doing. And so now I've got so much more energy, so much more productive actually as well. So I can even take, half days off work because I even get more done because I've got so much more clarity. So I'm really so grateful to have found this business. So I really just do it in my stolen moments. So before work, morning tea, lunchtime, anytime I really can. I'm probably working more often than I should when I'm at work, but no one's going to know really. Just hide away in a little room. So there's quite a few misconceptions about the business. One of them is that it is a pyramid scheme, which it completely is not. So I was quite skeptical to start as well. But pyramid schemes were made actually illegal in the 1970s. And the company which actually owns Juice Plus has been around for about 50 years. So there's actually pyramids all around us. So I'm just going to show you what a traditional business looks like. So a traditional business is a triangular shape, pretty much like a pyramid. So you have your CEO at the top, and I'll relate it back to my actual work at the moment. So we've got multiple levels. We've got people who start, trainees. And then, as you can imagine, I actually work in the government. So it's quite political. So we've got multiple red tapes, to get to CEO, there's at least 20 different levels. So it's quite tricky to actually ever get up to CEO, which is really quite stressful if you think about it. And there's only one position. And quite recently, we've actually made about 1,400 people redundant. So there's no security in a traditional business anymore. With Juice Plus, we're actually a more rectangular shape. So we've got unlimited positions. So we all start as a virtual franchise and we make our way up to NMD. And there's so many positions available, it's unlimited. Anybody at all can get up to those positions if you work hard. So that's the absolute pinnacle of our position, but you can keep going up as well. And also there's a misconception that you need to know lots of people, but it's just like a popcorn effect. So there would be me. I introduced to one other team member, and she's amazing. So Holly, you would have seen her. So she's actually introduced the business to maybe about 20 different people so far. So as you can imagine, you just keep going around and around. So that's not even me. That's 20 people from just one person I've met. So then I brought on quite a few other teamies, and then all of the people they know. So it's just like a popcorn effect. Even when you take popcorn off the stove, it keeps evolving. So even though I'm not actually sometimes doing anything, like I might be sleeping, the people under me might continually doing business, bringing more people on. I think that's all.
Sorry. Sorry. Thanks for that, Mel. Okay, thank you. So We are now going to finish off with Liz. So we get paid 3 ways in this business, which is awesome. We get paid retail profit, commission, and also bonuses. Now, we have a rule in our team that when you get a bonus, you spend most of it on yourself. So it's a lovely rule. I like that rule. But as you increase, you build, like Mel shared, you actually start building your own team. And so I'm going to introduce you to Liz, who is going to share a little bit about her story and how this business is working for her. So Liz is in New Zealand. We're all over the place here, but Liz is in New Zealand. Hey, Liz.
Hey, H. Hey, ladies. Great to catch up tonight. So I just worked out, this is my 11th month living the juicy life, and it's been an amazing journey. Prior to starting this journey, though, it wasn't very amazing. I lived with pain, 22 medications I would be taking daily because I had high blood pressure, high cholesterol, asthma medications, I had lymphedema, cellulitis. I could go on. I'm a paraplegic and I've been in a chair for 11 years now. So those tend to lead to certain illnesses as well because I'm immobile. And so 2015, I was going in and out of hospital. I was going to the doctors weekly, and I just didn't have a life. There was no joy in that area of my life, and I was pretty desperate to find something else. And I'd say to my doc, Doc, there's got to be a way for me to get out of the cycle I was in. And he says, well, you got to lose weight. And I go, well, how do I do that? I'm in a chair. And there was just he had no answer for me. So when I came across Juicy Plus through Henrietta, I was desperate. I didn't care how much it was going to cost. I just needed to be well. I needed to get out of the isolation I was in. There was no light at the end of the tunnel for me. And I was getting quite sick, and it was actually life-threatening. So it's been 10 months. I no longer take any medications at all for any illnesses or for my pain. My Juice Plus manages that through the inflammation. I haven't been to the doctor for the whole 10 months for any illnesses. Winter is the worst time for me for my asthma, colds and that. Usually I get the flu injection. This year I opted out not to do that, and I still haven't had a cold or a sniffle or anything. And other family members in my family who have not jumped on to Juice Plus have been sick already and are on antibiotics, and I go, come on people, you need to wake up. But I just carry on and be the product of the product, and it's been an amazing joy for me to be well and to have a life. I swim daily now. I take te reo classes. I'm out in the community, and it's been a wonderful, wonderful journey so far. When I started the product, Henrietta introduced the business to me. And I'm 58 this year, so retirement, I'm a baby boomer, so retirement is in the future for me. I don't have a plan, and the thought of looking forward to $575 a fortnight didn't excite me at all. And for me, this is the retirement plan. And so far, I joined to make $300 a month to pay for my products and to have a little bit over. And I've been able to do that by sharing this with my friends and family who have jumped on board, and they've had illnesses and they've come away with amazing results also. The business is easy. It's simple, but it's also easy not to do. So it's really up to you. If this is what you want to do, just asking what if you know, your life could change, and it has changed my life. So that's my story, and I'm grateful to be on here tonight and to share that with you. Thank you, H.
Thanks, Liz. I never tire of Liz's story. She is actually the motivation behind this event, because the tagline for this event is "We don't retire, we inspire." And Liz and Linda and a few of our other baby boomers have inspired people, and it's been such an awesome journey for us, for me, to watch them. So I'm really, really grateful for you all sharing, and for Liz's story. We actually went to New Zealand last year, and we were visiting friends and family, and Liz was inspiring people around the North Island. So that's our event tonight. And if anything about this resonated with you, if any of the health benefits are something maybe you would like in your life, or you would like to learn how our baby boomers inspire, how we inspire people, then please reach out to the person who invited you to watch this recording, or invited you to this event, and we will be able to hear you, to talk to you and share how we do this, how we inspire people with what we call the Juicy Life. So thank you very much, everyone, and we'll see you again. Bye.
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 Bye-bye.